On the farm's kitchen table. I'm Larry Marble. Hop Sing is about to make us a big old heaping helping of great food, and I'm going to provide us a bunch of agricultural information. Thanks so much for joining us on this edition of the program. We appreciate it. We're brought to you each and every day by the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle, Corpus Christi, Texas. After day before yesterday's sharply higher grain futures, all the grains gave back some of those gains early in the session yesterday, only to see corn and soybeans recover, as corn was most unchanged for the day, while soybeans ended 3 to 5 cents per bushel higher for the day. KC wheat lost 8 by the bushel, while the latest weather from Argentina has much to do with the immediate corn and soybean price direction. Yesterday's rally probably had more to do with heavily short speculative funds taking some profits on the last day of the month. The equity markets were clearly disappointed that the Fed Reserve did not cut interest rates but left everything unchanged. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ATM is open this week for Milo Truck 7 a.m. to 6:45. Timco Houston is now closed for the balance of the week. Anderson's in Houston is open 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you need help marketing your grains, John Tuggle and Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. And we're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction, getting ready for the San Saba sale Thursday. What's it looking like Wednesday night?
You bet, Larry. Right at, I think, around 6:30 or so, we had 2,400 head. We're probably going to end up with a few more than that by this evening. We're looking at 28, maybe 28 and a half, something like that. Could be 2,900 for tomorrow. We got about 200 head of cows and about 15, 20 bulls. And then rest of them all good calves and yearlings. Lots and lots of wean cattle that will be offered here tomorrow and everything. Quality runs very, very deep, Larry. We'll start at 11 o'clock, go on our packer cows and a few stock cows, and we'll go right into our calf run. And if you need any kind of cattle, go to the feed yard or go to wheat or oats or get for grass later on this May. There'll definitely be a lot of cattle available for tomorrow quality-wise. I think you'll be pleased with also, Larry.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Ken Jordan.
You bet. Give us a call, Larry. Code 325-372-5159. Also, we have just a partial listing of some of the cattle that are going to be here today and everything. Go to that, or just give us a call, like I said, on the number we left you, and we'll be more than happy to visit with you.
Ken, we appreciate it, and we'll talk to you after the sale.
You bet. Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the meat moves. We'll begin with the National Pork Carcass Cutout, 52 weaker on Tuesday at 88.55. The bellies were the weak link, down 9.35. Federally inspected hog slaughter, 429,000 head for the day. As we look toward the cattle side of that meat and protein equation, we see that USDA's box beef price weaker, $3.35 of a pullback in choice, $1.70 of a drop in select. Slaughter, 127,000 head, leaving the week total at 252,000. We're still rocking along with the best sales on Tuesday at 175. Neighbor, there are your meat moves. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Sean, how was the cattle sale?
Ended up real good, Larry, and ended up with, right around 1,650. Market was, it was sure stout all the way through on the steers and heifers, and same with the cows and bulls. Cows and bulls was, I'm going to say they were probably 4 to 5 higher. Steers and heifers, quality was good all the way through today. They were probably 10, 15 higher. Some of those 5-weight steers, you start them there at $3 and then bring up, $3.15 to $3.27 or $30. So, all day long it looked like it was really active on those good cattle, kind of weighing 5 to 6. And in some of the 6-weight cattle, we didn't pay $3 on the 6-weight cattle. I guess right, $297.50 was the top, but I thought that was awful good. On the heifer mates, they sold right in comparison with them. Some back of that because they're heifers. But, we sold the Jag 410-pound heifers for $3.25, which I thought that was awful good. So, all the way through, it was very active. A lot of orders in the house. Everybody jumped in there and looked like they needed some cattle. So, got along real well.
Good. We'll get along next week. Sheep and Goats Tuesday, Cattle Wednesday at Gillespie Livestock, Fredericksburg. Sean Geiswhite, tell all these folks how to get a hold of you.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Sean, thanks for the call. We'll do it again next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's talk about wholesale steel. Steel San Antonio. Wonderful company. George and crew want to do business with you. Their heavy-duty line can allow you to work, move, crowd, and load your animals with confidence with your own equipment. With heavy material and strong construction, those panels withstand even the roughest stock while still remaining portable. Check out their price list at their website, wholesalesteelusa.com. Round pins, stalls, panels for separating livestock. Lifetime limited warranty on those cattle panels. Local dealers available. Locations in San Antonio and Hearn. Call the San Antonio office, 210-64-2000, or the Hearn location, 979-280-6100. That's Wholesale Steel. We're on the line with Kelly Thigpen, Pearsall Livestock. Kelly, how was the sale?
Pretty good. Ended up with 810 head of cattle there today, Larry. This market just continues to impress. The Packer cows and bulls, I called them pretty well fully steady with what they were last week. Not much change there. I think $1.14 on the best cow there today, and $1.24, I believe, on the best bulls. So good, strong market on the Packer cows and bulls. Had several stocker cows in the mix, up to, I guess, 2,300 on some pairs. A few breds, kind of 17 to 2 on them. Didn't have a whole lot of, but thought they sold pretty good. And then on the calf and yearling side of things, it just really active all the way across the board. It was probably $8, $10, and $12 better than it was last week. And I thought, we'd taken a pretty good jump last week, but it just continues to climb up there. A lot of them good steer calves, bringing well up over that $3 mark. So plenty good. If anybody's got something they need to sell or want to sell, it'd be a good time to do it.
Bring him to Pearsall. Kelly Thigpen, tell everybody how to contact you.
Call us at the office, 830-334-3653. Mobile numbers 334-1047. Website's PearsallLivestock.com.
We appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble for the good folks at DD Texas Outfitters. On the web, ddtexasoutfitters.com. They're at 516 East Interstate 10, Seguin, Texas. Call 830-379-7340. 21 days until the San Antonio Rodeo. Who's going this year? You need to dress right with the good items from D&D. What is in your rope bag? If you need a new one, whether it's team roping, calf roping, breakaway, you can find it at D&D. And D&D was a proud sponsor of the 2024 Guadalupe County live stream and their livestock show. And don't forget, if you like turquoise, you're a turquoise lover, D&D Texas Outfitters has got them. Handbags, Jeffrey's Livestock Marketing products for your show string. You can select and walk out with a brand new felt hat. Best hat fitters and creasers in the world. Or if you're a cap man, you got to get a bunch of hats for National Cap Day. That's DD Farm and Ranch. And remember, when it's cold, they've got blankets for your horses. DDTexasOutfitters.com, D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin. We're on the line with Jim Wheeler, Atascosa Livestock, Pleasanton, Texas. Jim, how was the sale this week?
Market was pretty good this week. Even put $4 on Packer cows from last week.
Walk the pins with me.
All right, 424 head here yesterday. 205 were steers, 158 heifers, 41 cows, 12 bulls. Steer side, 2 to 3 weights, 235 to 345. Heifers were 210 to 310. 3 to 4 weight steers, 230 to 340. Heifers were $2.20 to $3. 4 to 5 weight steers, 220 to 325. Heifers were 210 to 270. 5 6 weight steers, 215 to 295. Heifers were $2 to 253. 6 7 weight steers, $1.85 to 250. Heifers were $1.80 to 234. 7 8 weight steers, $1.75 to 220. Heifers were $1.60 to $1.95. 8 to 9 weight steers, $1.50 to $2.05. And the heifers were $1.25 to $1.80.
What did they have on cows, Jim?
$2.20 this week. Best Packer cow brought $1.10. Best bull brought $1.20. Few bred cows in the mix. They brought from $8.25 to $14.25. And we had 2 or 3 little pairs. They brought from $9.50 to $1,100.
Now, what do you know of for next week? Do you know of anything yet?
No, I don't. We do have a little chance of rain Saturday morning, I believe, like midnight, 1 o'clock. I guess that will depend. If we get an inch, I imagine it'll be a little slower, 350 or so.
Yeah.
If we don't get much, I imagine we'll have 4 to 5. Market's pretty good. It's bringing them to town.
It sure is, all over the country. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
Jim Wheeler, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next week before the sale.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, let's talk about a helpful website, McCoy's Building Materials, McCoy's.com. McCoy's delivers. You can track your order in real time. Expanding your livestock operation? Contact Cliff Mullinax. He can help. He's the agricultural specialist. 83 stores, now 86 stores in 3 states. And remember, you can shop by category, whether it's building materials or farm and ranch, doors and windows, or nuts, bolts, and fasteners. How about heating and cooling and ventilation items, hardware, paint, lighting and ceiling fans, kitchen and bath, pipe and pipe fittings, plumbing, storage and organization products? Why, if you needed a wall-mounted pellet stove, they've got them. And you can buy online, pick up in the store, and go build something. They've got a store near you. Find it at McCoys.com. That's McCoy's Building Materials, McCoys.com. We are on the line with Klein Spear, Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, before we talk cattle sale, let's review sheep and goats. How did it go?
Got along pretty good yesterday, Larry. Pretty active market, kind of 10, 15 better across the board for the most part. 500 head. Those heavy lambs, $1.50 to $2.35. Those light lambs, $2.40 to $3.40. And those fat ewes, $65 to $1.35. And those Packer nannies yesterday, $80 to $1.50. Those fat Spanish nannies, $85 to $1.70. And those stocker nannies, $1.60 to $2.95. Those good cabritos, $2.45 up to $3.60, and those lightweights, $2.75 to $4.05, and the billies were $1.45 to $2.25 on the better end there. So got along pretty good.
How is the cattle sale shaping up for Thursday?
Got about 500 head on the yard this evening. Got another deal coming in the morning, about 100 on it. So should have probably that 800 head range, maybe a touch more than that. Only got 50 cows standing here, so got lots of calves in the yearlings, and they're all pretty good this week. So chasing that good market.
Well, tell everybody how to get in on it.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Y'all have a good sale. We'll speak with you after.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. We're speaking with Rodney Butler from Beeville Livestock, not about the livestock auction, but about South Texas Hereford Association sale that will come up here at Beeville. Rodney, what's it looking like?
Oh, the sale will be February the 3rd, and the sale be starting at noon. And we're going to have about 50 Hereford bulls, and they're going to be consigned from B&C Cattle, Case Ranch, OH Triangle Ranch, Rockin' Chair, Raptor J Cattle, Smith Hereford, Breimer Ranch, Shoddy Hereford, W4 Ranch, and Schmidt Hereford. We'll also, on that day, we'll have some heifers. There'll be Hereford F1s and Brahmans. There'll be opens, breds, and pairs. I think we're going to have about 125 of those heifers. I don't have the breakdown on what they will, but they'll be from consigners in the past, which will have a good set of heifers, sir.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for that February sale.
Yes, sir. Y'all can reach the lady in the office. Her name is Sarah Lanham, and you can reach her at 210-844-4806, and she can answer any of your questions that you have about the cattle.
We appreciate it, Rodney. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. Don't forget about McCoys.com. 62 stores, 3 states. They've got plenty within this region. Whether it's things for lawn and garden, whether it's lumber, whether it is things from their building and trust department, any product you need out on your farm and ranch to get a building job done, why, they even have gates and panels. That's McCoy's Building Supply Centers, McCoys.com. We are on the line with Chris Carter, Karnes County Livestock Exchange down Kennedy Way. Chris, we always thank the customers before we get started, don't we?
You got it, Larry. We do want to thank all of you for your consignments. We did not have a sale last week. We took the 5 to 6.5 inches of rain instead.
All right. What do we got coming?
Well, at the present time, we're tagging on 812 and looking for maybe about 950 come sale time. We've got 5 cows to be palpated, 5 pair, 13 bulls, and 59 packer cows, and the rest are yearlings. We do have 3 good young Angus bulls. They're about 3.5 years old, and a 3-year-old Brangus bull. They would need to be tested if you choose to take them home.
All right. How many noses have you counted so far, you said?
We're sitting at 812 right now.
Tell everybody what time you start and how to get a hold of you.
We start at 11 o'clock tomorrow on Thursday, and if you have any questions, please call Wether and Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
Chris, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you after the sale.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Neighbor, it's time to take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in January, March plus 120, 10.15. Houston the same, Progresso March plus 48, 72. Yellow corn to Corpus, January delivery, March plus 55, 503 and a quarter. Progresso March plus 110, 558 and 1/4. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in January, March plus 30, 652. And beans to Placido, Jan Feb delivery, March less 90, 1132. Texas cotton, 2,950 total bales. Low side, 79.67. High side, 83.42. The average price against the 2,950, 81.45. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble, and you're my neighbor. Neighbor, good day to you.